today for the NeedyMeds brief, Safe Needle Disposal, Pharmaceutical Company Take-Back Programs. My name is Sam, a NeedyMeds representative, and before I introduce our panelists, I want to go over a few tips and make sure everyone knows about NeedyMeds and the resources we offer. Please feel free to ask questions at any time by typing them into the questions section of your GoToWebinar control panel, but know we will reserve answering questions until the end. If we don't get a chance to answer your question during the webinar, we will follow up with you personally after the webinar. We will also provide our contact information at the end should you have any other questions. So let's get started. Here's a screenshot of the current NeedyMeds homepage. Our website is really the face of our organization. And what is NeedyMeds? NeedyMeds is a national nonprofit dedicated to educating and empowering those who seeking affordable health care. And when we talk about education, we define that in two ways. The first way is to educate people about NeedyMeds and the resources we offer, and the second is to spread the word about other valuable resources, which is what brings us to our webinar and guest today. Safe needle disposal is a public health and safety issue that is commonly overlooked. Our panelist, Leah Zaroulis, the Safe Needle Disposal Project Manager, will walk us through the important topic of pharmaceutical company take-back programs. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic and screen to Leah, so bear with us as there will be a few moments of silence as we transition that over.
Thank you, Sam, for having me as your guest presenter today, and thank you to all of you joining us. I hope you'll find this website to be a useful resource and something you can recommend to others, whether it be family, friends, neighbors, patient, or anyone you know in your community who would benefit. I would like to begin by briefly explaining who we are and what we do. Safe Needle Disposal is an information source for community-sponsored disposal programs for used sharps. And we also provide information on state and local guidelines. Most states have published their own guidelines and literature on safe sharps disposal. And our website is safeneedledisposal.org. And we're primarily a resource for consumers with home-generated sharps. Businesses, pharmacies, healthcare facilities are regulated by state medical waste laws, and the community disposal locations and state guidelines that we list are not for them. They need to follow different procedures based on where they are. And so the central feature of the Safe Needle Disposal website is our listings of disposal programs and locations. We have over 3,300 listings to date. The types of programs that we list are drop-box and supervised collection sites, permanent household hazardous waste facilities, or mobile collection events. They're also sometimes called one-day collections, residential waste pickup services that are offered by cities and counties, mail-back programs, and manufacturer take-back programs. And so today I'm going to provide an overview of the manufacturer take-back programs, also called pharmaceutical company take-back programs, and they're offered by some of the drug companies. The manufacturer is not the same as the pharmacy. Many people confuse the two. We get a lot of referrals from mail order specialty pharmacies like Accredo, CVS, and Walgreens. These companies provide customers with FDA-cleared sharps containers, but they don't have take-back programs for sharps or offer any kind of return disposal service for their for the injectable medications. So with that being said, I'll explain how these take-back programs work. So similar to medical waste companies that offer mail-back services for a price based on the container size and weight, the manufacturer take-back programs provide sharps disposal kits, or disposal systems, as they're also called sometimes. So a kit includes a sharps container, an FDA-cleared sharps container, it's usually red, a return shipping box, and prepaid mailing label. And sometimes they also provide tracking information. You must have a valid prescription for the medication and also actively taking the medication to use the program. And you need to use the sharps container the company provides in the disposal kit because the return box is for the specific size and weight of that container. No other containers will be accepted. And in most cases, you can only send back the medication that the take-back program is for. This is probably something you would want to confirm with the individual program, but in most cases, if you take more than one injectable, you can't send any other type of medication, or if you use needles to manage diabetes, something like that. So you just can't really mix them up for the most part. But always check with the company, to make sure of that. And so now I'm going to switch to the live website to show you the list of the programs with their contact information. So if you'll just bear with me for one moment. Thank you. Okay, back again. So on the home page, there is an icon right down here. Looks like a shipping box. Clicking on it will bring you right to the page. And another way to get to it is to click on the Solutions button right here. I'll go back to the home page so you can see it from there. You can also get to the page by clicking the Solutions tab right here, Pharmaceutical Take-Back Container Programs. So here are the listings for the take-back programs. The medications that currently have them are Actimmune, Cosentyx, Enbrel, Humira, Neulasta, Orencia, Otrexup, Rasuvo, Symphony, Strensiq, and Taltz. And so they're all right up here. And so for each one, we provide a link to the manufacturer's site and the toll-free number to call to sign up for the program and request a disposal kit. These three programs we refer callers to the most are Humira, Enbrel, and Orencia. Those are the three big ones. And so just to show one example, I'll go to the Orencia company site, which I believe is Bristol Myers. So sometimes you may have to navigate a little bit on the site to find it. We usually, try and provide the most direct link as possible, but you may just have to look around a little bit on the page, to find it. So in this case, you'll have to just go down a little bit here. So just kind of see here towards the bottom, it says Orencia Sharps Disposal Service. So you have the ability to sign up right to the website just by clicking that link and get more information. And so the programs don't disclose all of their requirements and restrictions, so you'll always want to contact the individual program for details and further information. But these, as of today, these are the medications that we know of that have take-back programs, and hopefully there'll be more of them in the future as more and more people need to go on injectable medications. The numbers, just continue to grow here. And so I'll just switch back to the slides here. One moment, please. Okay. That pretty much concludes my presentation. I'll turn the mic back over to Sam for just a few announcements on some of our other upcoming webinars. Thanks again for listening in, and hope you have a good day.
Thank you so much, Leah, for today's presentation and our audience for joining us today. We do hope you register for the final 2 upcoming webinars in the series about safe needle disposal shown here on the screen. There's States with Disposal Programs on July 12th at 1:30 Eastern Time, and Sharps Disposal for Business and Healthcare Facilities September 6th, also at 1:30. You can register by going to the calendar on the bottom right of the NeedyMeds homepage. I'll leave you with our contact information right here on the screen. We do look forward to keeping in touch. Thanks again for joining us, and have a wonderful afternoon.